10 years. It has officially been 10 whole years since the creation of my YouTube channel. An entire decade of hitting that record button, playing computer games, editing videos, and anxiously sitting next to that upload bar, waiting to hit publish. And with all that said and done, what do I have to show for it? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to FireAntoniyo. Like the title says, my YouTube channel is now an entire decade old, and I thought this would be a fantastic opportunity to make a fun little video commemorating the event. Even though by the time this video comes out, I'm sure it's well past December 2023, when my channel's birthday actually was. But hey, that's the FireAntoniyo tradition at this point. Rather than just making a little video thanking you all for following me over the last 10 years, which, mind you, I am infinitely grateful for, thank you all very much, I wanted to further reward you all and take a little trip down memory lane and do a bit of a retrospective on my channel's very first venture into the world of YouTube content creation. A truly grand opportunity for me to really embarrass myself and demonstrate why all my old content is either privated and or deleted. So not only is this going to be a look back at my first year on this platform, it's also a pseudo cringe compilation of sorts. Couldn't think of a better way to celebrate. Happy 10 years! Now, before jumping right into the nitty-gritty of my first set of YouTube videos, allow me to set the stage and learn you a thing or two about my earliest days of video making. The story begins all the way back when I was just a wee little boy. Growing up, I always had a fascination with movies, video cameras, video games, and drawing. I spent pretty much any and all free time I had indulging myself with these hobbies. Keeping on topic though, my earliest recollection of making any type of video is when I was around 6 or 7 years old, where I would set the family video camera up on a tripod and film myself playing with Lego figurines. I even managed to find the old camera while working on this video. Man, this thing brings back memories. Obviously though, this thing is pretty ancient, and I wasn't exactly able to recover any footage from it, nor would I even know where to look for the tapes. So we'll just have to use our imagination for what those videos might have looked like. Maybe someday they'll turn up. Fast forwarding a bit, around 9 years old is when I finally discovered YouTube, a website that, little did I know, was about to become my next big internet addiction, just as much as Newgrounds, Miniclip, and cool math games. Needless to say, YouTube rocked my world. It felt like I found a TV station specifically designed for me. And over the next few years, I watched everything. PewDiePie's scary moments, pretty much every Smosh video, a slew of Minecraft content, song parodies, epic fail compilations, drawing tutorials, a shit ton of viral videos. The annoying Orange and Fred. I was their target audience, okay? Around the same time my online video addiction was in full swing, the iPad 2 was released, the first iPad with a camera to my knowledge. This thing blew my mind. Like, the prospect of having a portable movie making device that also allowed me to bring YouTube with me anywhere excited the hell out of me. And as luck would have it, my mum would one day come home with this exact device, and the trajectory of my life was changed forever. Mum very kindly, albeit reluctantly, allowed me to use it to create my own movies with, and upon being granted permission, I would do this a lot. I remember spending weekend after weekend just making videos and little movies out of anything and everything. Predictably though, this iPad is no longer functioning, and most of the projects I created on it are essentially lost to time. Although I had this one floating around on my hard drive pretty much since we made it. A collaborative middle school project my friends and I made when we were around 11 or 12. What a shame it is I couldn't recover more of that. As you'd expect at this point, it wouldn't take long before my mind began connecting the dots. With all this YouTube content I was consuming day after day, all the video games I was playing, and all these movies I was making, I too thought I had what it took to join the ever-expanding website. And at long last, after working up the nerve to ask my parents if I was allowed to, the FireAntoniyo YouTube channel was created on December 23rd, 2013. Now, I have been asked a few times, why FireAntoniyo? Where does one even conjure up a name like that? Well, this probably won't surprise anyone, but being that young, I actually went through a few different aliases at the time, and you'll soon see why none of them really stuck until this one. The earliest name I had in mind was the really lame sounding Super Ant-Man. I remember having this specific name as my Xbox gamer tag for a while, and I intended to go by this on YouTube as well. Side note, kind of funny how my folks were fine with me playing online games with complete strangers, but I had to essentially beg them for a YouTube account. What's that? Do you want to post your creations online for the world to see? Too far, young man! Yeah, no, maybe they had a point. Unhappy with how uninspired the name sounded, a change was in order. And you're not ready for this one. The next best name to have been considered was Teeny Weeny Perini. And I gotta say, after taking this one for a spin in the Black Ops lobbies, I'm sure you can piece together why it didn't last longer than a week. So, after sifting through all these aliases, I racked my brain for another user to go by. And after a bit of playing around, FireAntoniyo was what I settled on at the ripe old age of 13 years old. And the name just stuck. Even to this day, I'm not embarrassed by using it at all. See, Antonio is what my Italian relatives would call me growing up, and another name I was considering at the time was just FireAnt, plain and simple. So I just slapped the two together and bam! That's the genius behind my name. Now that I had the name sorted and the YouTube channel all set up, creating a brand identity was next on my to-do list. Even with my limited knowledge on how to properly use Photoshop at the time, I was at least confident with my drawing skills. I needed something eye-catching, something that would really bring in the viewers and show them what FireAntoniyo was all about.
What the hell is this?
Now with the channel lore out of the way, this brings us to my very first video. Now, I will mention that, despite the channel being created in December 2013, I didn't actually start uploading content until around February-March 2014. So technically, this video isn't late at all by that logic. Oh yeah, I'm going there. Fight me. When early 2014 came around, I blessed this platform with a wholesome little video of me and my longtime pal playing some TF2 prop hunt.
Hello everyone, my name is Jake Samuel Filkey, that's all you need to know. And I'm here with my friend playing prop hunt on Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah.
And his name is...
FireAntoniyo!
Oh, this video was a mistake. So, pretty straightforward first video. Just two kids playing a game together thinking we were gonna be the next PewDiePies or something. Coupled with a lot of hilarious 13-year-old humor, my iconic Paul McCartney haircut, and the wonderful sounds of a prepubescent Anthony and Jake.
Oh dude, he's standing on top of you!
What?
I remember deciding I'd play a game with a friend for my first video, rather than diving into single-player content right away. At the time, I was a little anxious and uncomfortable at the prospect that I'd essentially just be sitting in a room talking to myself. And if my parents walked in, I didn't want to look like a f***ing lunatic. Makes me wonder what they think of these videos. Anyway, adrenaline was at an all-time high after recording my first ever video. I remember staying up way late into the school night, excitedly editing this video and making the thumbnails, just full speed ahead, trying to get this video up as fast as I could. And get it up I did. I may need to rewrite that. As the next morning, I awoke to my slow-ass internet letting me know that the video was ready to publish, and the FireAntoniyo YouTube channel housed its very first video. But man, I just remember coming to school so excited the next day, just ready to watch the video with my mate, and the two of us just got so giddy at the thought of like, hey, we're YouTubers now.
Yo, what's up, Pebbles? This is FireAntoniyo here.
Oh, of course, the video couldn't just end normally. Nope, at the end of the video, I felt it necessary to have this long-ass thank you message just in case the web wanted to hear more of my 13-year-old self. Coupled with this hauntingly bad artwork, man, who wouldn't want to subscribe after this?
But for now, that's it. Connection lost.
By the way, that song playing in the background of that last little segment there actually became my channel's outro theme for my videos going forward. The song's called Let's Go Home by Carousel. Ever since I started using it though, the song became a bit of a meme slash running joke between me and my mates, just because of how perfectly cliched it was for your typical gaming video outro. But even all these years later, we all still agree that song's a banger. Like, I'll chuck a link in the description if you guys want to give it a full listen, it's actually not bad at all. Keeping the gravy train rolling, a week or so later, I came back with yet another TF2 prop hunt video, this time with the addition of another longtime friend. You know, in case listening to two squeakers wasn't enough.
Oh! Oh, hello, Mr. Box. You shouldn't have said anything, and maybe I wouldn't have to end your boxy little life.
Same deal with this video. The three of us had an insane amount of fun recording it, and I, again, stayed up way later than I should have editing this video. It was just more important to me than my overdue English assignment. But before I knew it, I had my second video up online, and it was just so satisfying seeing my library of content growing over time. Ah, that sentence won't age poorly, will it?
Oh, look at you two. Oh, look at the position you're in.
Ah yes, the early signs of the horny bleeding into my content. I mean, it even made the thumbnail. I must have had a thing for TF2's Pyro.
And then, oh fuck!
After 2 videos with the help of my friends, I finally mustered up the courage to record by myself, and I decided to play Happy Wheels. Because of the absurd nature of the game, I thought it would lend itself relatively easy to solo commentary. Did I do a good job though?
Oh, Miley Cyrus on the wrecking balls. Oh god, spiders. Whoa, I almost murdered my son.
No. The answer's no. As a now Happy Wheels YouTuber, I pretty much ticked all the boxes for this video. Lots of blood and gore, god-awful commentary, and cringy role-playing between the characters. Yeah, I basically did the whole PewDiePie thing where the dad's an asshole to the little boy.
This isn't a red, Daddy!
Or at least I tried to. Could you tell who my favorite YouTuber was at the time?
Yeah, get this.
Feeling confident with my newfound solo commentary skills, next I decided to do a series on none other than Half-Life 2, which lasted a whole 2 episodes, one of which is lost to time. What a shame that is.
Yo, what's up, Pebbles? This is FireAntoniyo here.
Why can I hear ringing? Huh? So, not knowing much about the Blue Yeti or just microphones in general, I didn't know what gain was, or that I had it turned up tenfold, resulting in an over 15-minute video of this.
Oh, Yakults, I love these!
Happy watchings, everyone.
Now I've seen everything.
Just wait till you learn about Christian. Probably worth mentioning that I uploaded another video right before this one that's also lost to time. The video in question was a drawing tutorial on how to draw my channel's avatar. Because, you know, I was a 13-year-old narcissist. Everyone needed to know how to draw it. You too could have channel art that looks like this. All I was able to recover was the thumbnail you see here, but honestly, you're not missing out on much. I'm pretty sure you can get a good idea of what you were in for. And here we have one of the finest Renaissance pieces ever to grace existence. Oh dear, it appears we have some protesters. Now, if it wasn't painfully obvious, I was both gaming and making these videos on a MacBook Pro at the time. Only the most optimal of choices, I know. And because of it, my options for gaming content were pretty limited. Being only 13 at the time, I didn't have a job, let alone the money to afford a gaming PC. So, I asked for an Elgato game capture for my 14th birthday so I could record some console games instead, hopefully broadening my video variety by a decent margin. And upon finally getting one, oh man, this thing was a game changer. And what better first game to use it on than Wii Fit Plus? What can I say? I was an abstract decision maker. I'd argue I still am. I own every version of Catherine. For this video, I thought it'd be funny to just get up and act like a moron, just really playing it up for the camera. And to be fair, Wii Fit is kind of the perfect game to lend yourself to for those kind of results. You know the drill by now though, unfunny jokes were aplenty, voice cracks at 2000 decibels for all to experience.
What?
I thought yoga made for thoroughly entertaining content, and multiple Miley Cyrus jokes for some reason.
Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus, don't stop me now. Miley Cyrus, not available. Miley Cyrus on Wrecking Balls.
Realizing that an Elgato could do more than record f***ing yoga, I decided to jump back over to my trusty 360. Now this next video was a bit of a departure from my usual content. Another creator I was really into at the time was Vanos Gaming, and I decided to give his video format a go. Particularly, his trolling videos were of great interest to me.
Don't revive me! Don't revive me! You fucking cock.
The whole prospect of pissing someone off in an online game was just really funny to me. And I'm sure you know where this is going.
Mate?
This was by far my edgiest video at the time, so much so that I felt the need to put a content warning at the beginning of the video, just in case my parents found out about the shenanigans I was getting up to. They did find out, and weren't too happy with all the swearing in this video, but most of it was very much deserved on my end. I was a goddamn pest in this one. Now, do I still find trolling people just trying to play a game funny? No. In fact, this type of behavior was very out of character for me. I usually just kept to myself if I was playing an online game on my own. But because I was being influenced by the content I was consuming at the time, I thought, screw it, I'm gonna be an absolute nuisance to the Black Ops 2 community. So for what it's worth, to everyone I was pissing off in this montage, if you somehow managed to find this video, this is long overdue, but I would like to humbly apologize for my childish behavior over 10 years ago in Black Ops 2 Search and Destroy. But check out this fucking sick trick shot I got with a shotgun! Shortly thereafter, Jake and I returned with a Gmod sandbox video, basically just 10 minutes of him and I killing each other and building giant penis ships. Nothing too extravagant about this video, to be honest, just more random shenanigans between Jake and I. I was thrilled to finally own this game though. Gary's mod was super popular at the time, and the content surrounding it on YouTube was just so much fun to watch.
Boo! Get off the stage!
Needless to say, I was having a blast recording this one. Hopping back over to the Wii, I invited an old friend over, and we decided to play Mario Kart for the next video. And you know what? Even upon review, I don't really find this video all that cringy. It's kinda wholesome, to be honest. See, my friend here was about to head back to his hometown, and before moving away, the two of us decided to have one last hurrah and play some Mario Kart.
Goddamn Goomba! Come on! Come on! Slipstream, no!
Yes!
Whoa.
Yes!
Stick Waluigi!
Not really a whole lot to make fun of or criticize about this one. It really is just a video of two dudes playing Mario Kart. The only thing I can think of is me being a f***ing brainlet and using motion controls instead of the Wiimote and nunchuck. At least you had the right idea. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Hope you're doing well, Tom. I'm sure we'll have that rematch one of these days.
I had to do
Now, not being able to afford, let alone own GTA 5 at the time, my parents were strict, okay? They saw the R18 plus rating and were like, nope. So, as a compromise, I decided to make a video dicking around in GTA 4 with some other friends of mine. Just before I show any more, you would think that I had learnt a thing or two from my Half-Life videos all those months ago. You know, about being way too close to the microphone and having the gain at max. But again, this was another one of those videos with no real sense of direction. It was just fun to record and edit with some more friends of mine.
Heavy artillery! Michael Bay! Michael Bay! Get in!
Michael Bay!
Now, this video sort of not really marks the end of my first year on YouTube. Around this time, I hit my first bump in the road when it came to producing content. I found myself becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the videos I was pumping out. I guess I just felt like my content had plateaued, like it wasn't going to get any better from here. Not only that, but my channel that had primarily just been kept between my friends and I eventually found its way around the rest of the high school, and I felt a sense of pressure now that I had more eyes on me, online at least. Moreover, upon being discovered, my channel became a point of interest for a particular group of dudes that I didn't want finding it. And you can probably guess the rest from that. So with all that in mind, I thought the best course of action would be a channel reboot. I wanted to start from scratch and see if I could come off as more self-aware and ironic rather than dorky and annoying. No use building it up, it didn't exactly work out how I'd hoped. As a result of my dissatisfaction, the GTA 4 video you're currently seeing never made it onto my YouTube channel, nor did I bother making a thumbnail for it. I had already edited the whole thing and was intending to publish it, but I just never followed through. But now that my channel had been wiped clean, I was about to enter the, what I like to call, lull period of FireAntoniyo. As the word implies, nothing too exciting or eventful happened on my channel from late 2014 to late 2015. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U had just come out that November of 2014, and I intended to make heaps of content surrounding the game. That lasted a whole 2 episodes, both of which are lost. Not wanting to confine my content to just Nintendo games, I began doing Let's Plays on my MacBook again. I yet again chose completely random games to record, hoping I was able to execute them a lot better with less cringy commentary and a new fun personality.
Okay.
Old habits die hard. Or not at all. Quickly realizing my content was going nowhere again, I took all my videos down once more and my channel was void of content all over again. My first year of YouTube had just about come to a close and I had absolutely nothing to show for it. Before I knew it, 2015 began and I stubbornly came back with some new content, consisting of a complete playthrough of the first Octodad game. Nothing particularly noteworthy about this series, as you can predict, it just turned out to be more of the same. A few more collaborative videos with my friends here and there, in a desperate attempt to try and recapture that same magic from over a year ago, but none of it really stuck. I had fun playing Portal 2 with Jake and wanted to continue, but I just wasn't motivated enough to keep the series going. We even did a Skate 3 video, as this game was getting a lot of hype at the time, and admittedly, this is an alright video considering the creative slump I was in.
Was that you? Punch.
Little did I know, pretty much all of 2015 would encompass everything I sought to avoid when making videos. I just kept pushing out low quality content for the sake of uploading rather than out of love and passion like I was a year prior. Almost everything I made throughout this year was dull, uninspired, hollow, and just devoid of any real soul or passion behind it. Like, for Christ's sake, I posted a vlog that had this as the thumbnail, and the video was just me talking a bunch of whatever into my camera.
Alright, everyone. I'm gonna mix this water with this water and see what it tastes like.
I realize I'm making this sound a lot more dramatic than it actually is. I mean, I'm talking about a kid getting bored of making stupid YouTube videos, you know? Boo-hoo. But I guess the point I'm trying to illustrate here is I was losing passion for something that used to make me really happy. And I'm sure most anyone can agree, that's a really shitty feeling. So once I uploaded my last ever Let's Play in April of 2015, I vanished, and had little to no motivation to want to try again. I felt like I had done all I could have up to that point. But obviously, the story doesn't end there. During the rest of 2015, I took the time off to figure out what I had lost, or rather, what I hadn't found yet. There was still something inside of me that really wanted to give it another shot. And later that same year, all the way in December, I came back with a video explaining my absence and announcing that I had an exciting project in the works. Feeling really inspired once again, I'd been slugging away day and night on this one video that I hoped would shape the future of my channel, bringing us to the FireAntoniyo of today. And that about covers it. That's what was going on this YouTube channel 10 whole years ago. Now I realize I went a little past the first year there, but hey, if you've stuck around this channel for long enough, you'll know we just sort of make the rules up as we go here. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I thought it would be a much more fun idea to go back and have a laugh at some old cringy content, rather than me just pumping out a 2-minute thank you video and then calling it a day. I really would have loved to have reminisced about some earlier episodic FireAntoniyo content, for instance, my worst console ever video or my Sonic and the Black Knight video. But look how long this video's gone for. This is only my first year and a half on the website. Maybe in the future, if any of you are interested, I'd be happy to make a part 2 to this video where I can cover some of the earlier episodic content. Because trust me, I would love to rip those videos apart. But man, I can't believe that it's already been 10 whole years. And dude, what a journey it's been. I'm super glad and forever grateful that I got to experience all of that with all of you by my side. Whether you're new here or a long-time follower, here to laugh with me or at me, thank you all. Despite all the ups and downs we've had with this platform over the years, YouTube has and always will have a special place in my heart, both for creating and consuming content. And I, for one, cannot wait to share more memories with you guys in the near future. I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon, as I believe as a small creator, I still have so much more to offer and so much more I can give now that I've found a formula that both works for me and works for you guys. And you know, I could probably learn a thing or two from younger me when it comes to putting out content more frequently. Better late than never, right? Anyway, I'll say it as many times as I have to. Thank you all so much for sticking around. You all rock. Here's to many more years of making videos and making memories. Connection lost.